Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here, and I'm sitting on my chair weird. Today's video is gonna be, I think a slightly weirder video for any person who reads books to do. And if you hadn't noticed by the title, this is me suggesting to you books that you could skip and you could just honestly go straight to the adaptions. But I'm gonna do another one eventually in the future where I talk about books that you should definitely, like, you got to read the book F the movie because the movie was horrible. But these are my opinion, of course. You can comment down below if you disagree, or if you agree with me, or if you have other ones that people can just skip the book. And all I mean by that is the adaptions are so good, I don't think it's absolutely necessary to break your back, break your bank, or whatever to read these books. You could just watch the movie, especially if you're a movie lover. And this is in no particular order. Yeah, but these are, books you can skip and movies you should watch. Some of these might be controversial, and I don't mean it in I'll explain to them as I get to them. The first one I have here is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. Honestly, I thought this was a perfect adaptation. I loved the book, but the movie just gives it so much more, and it's better. I feel like the characters, they were brought to life beautifully, and really, it's kind of the almost exact same thing. It's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. The movie, to me, is 10 times better. The book was good, but in some places I think it fell flat when it comes to humor and stuff. And I did watch the movie first, so maybe that has something to do with it. I prefer the movie over the book. The 100. I think anyone will agree with you. The TV show is 10 times better than the book, and that's when I actually enjoyed the book. It was fun. It was shallow, though. I wish it would have delved more into things, but the characters are great. I actually like the plot more for the show and just the way it was stretched out. Well, actually, no. Timing here made more sense in some things, and in some things there didn't make sense, but point is, the show is 10 times better. Another one. CW is really great. Let me just let you know that right now. Really stinking great at making decent books, or crappy books, into amazing TV shows. Vampire Diaries, I think anyone will also tell you. The show's 10 times better. The book is not L.J. Smith's best work. She, Secret Circle and all of her other things are much better than the Vampire Diaries. But, it's just so much better. Everything's so much better. The way it plays out, the scenarios and everything, it's less dramatic, even though that's pretty dramatic. So I don't know where I'm going with that. I've only read the first book to Dexter, but I love the show. It's one of my all-time favorite shows ever, and I'm still secretly hoping that they're going to do a spin-off at some point in my life. But honestly, dude, seriously, the show, good book, the show's 10 times better. And that's not the book's really good though, but the show. This next one, I still really loved the book. This is one of those, you can skip it or you can read it. Honestly, it's kind of like both. And that is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I think both of the adaptions made of this. One is, I think, the Swedish version or wherever it's from. My favorite, though, is the 2010 version with Rooney Mara. Yeah, Rooney Mara and Daniel Craig, whatever his name is. It is such an amazing adaptation. Yes, things get changed, but honestly, the essence of the story is there. The characters are badass. The actors were just perfect for these characters. And I just, it's amazing, but you don't need to read it. This one might be a wee bit controversial because I think the movies are a lot better. Well, outside of the first book, I think the better. Divergent. I personally like the first book out of the series. I want to reread it so that I can fairly lower my rating on Goodreads for the last two books. But quite frankly, personally, in my personal opinion, because this is all about personal opinions personally. We're getting personal here. I think the movies are really good and they're actually better than the books. I like Trish. Trish is a lot stronger in the movies than she is in the books, and I like it more. These next two I'm going to talk about are more you could skip them if you want to. I still recommend you read the books in a way, kind of, sort of, maybe. But if you don't read the books, I don't think it's that devastating. The first one is Hunger Games. Oh, one of the absolute best movie adaptions, in my personal opinion, I've ever seen of books into movies. Like, legit though, like, seriously, I absolutely adore the series. Don't get me wrong. I read it when it first came out and, like, you know, stayed up with it, but the movies are super good. So if you don't read the book, if you haven't gone on the train, if you're younger and you're just getting into reading, you can, but you don't need to. I don't think so. Many people will probably disagree with me because, you know, they're purists. You should read the book. You should do what you want, and I just felt like talking about this, but it's such a good adaptation. Top notch. Over Harry Potter, over Twilight. It's the best ever. But I think it also has to do with how it was written. Outlander! I know, that's weird that I'm saying it, but you know, read the first book, saw the first season. Read the second book, so I'm watching the second season. There's only a couple things they leave out, but it's never anything so severe where it's like, oh my god, you need to read that book. I read the books because I just devour it and I need more of it in different formats. But, so good, so good. Beastly. I actually really enjoyed the movie. The book is okay, it's not bad. I say just watch the movie though. Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. I think the movie was beautiful. Julia Roberts did such an amazing job portraying. And it was just, you know, I love the book, but I love the movie just as much. I went to see it in the theaters when it came out like 4 times. Perks of Being a Wallflower. I liked the book. I really did, but I prefer the movie. I thought the movie made it more hard-hitting and made it more beautiful. It's so amazing, and I do adore this movie so much. So you can skip the book. But I can't believe that it came out 4 years ago this year. Like, I would totally reread this though, like, no joke. But the movie. Love, Rosie. The book is boring. Like halfway through for me, a little less than halfway through, and it gets a little like meh. The movie though is funny, it's adorable, and like it has Sam McLaughlin, like, and I love Lily Collins, but super good. It's Pride and Prejudice, like, honestly, I'm listening to the audiobooks to this and I think it's kind of pointless because it's the movie. It's the movie. Like, as I'm listening to this, I'm imagining the movie in my head, and I was like, yeah, I've seen the movie a million times. Will I ever reread this? Probably not. But I'll rewatch the movie. So those are just, you know, those are just my thoughts. That you could skip these. Like, and the thing is I'm not telling you to go out and actually skip reading these books, but this is just my way of saying the adaptions were so good that it doesn't really matter if you read it or not. Because I'm sorry, there's a lot of books out there to read. And if maybe my opinion helps you pick up another book that doesn't have an adaptation, then, you know what, go for it. Do it. You can get to these books later on. Like, who cares about the fucking train? Okay? No one cares. So that's just my personal opinion. What do you guys think though? Do you think that I, like, am wrong about some of these adaptations, that they're not as good as the book? Because, you know, I love hearing what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Or if there's other movies I didn't think of where the adaptation is just as good as the book or better than the book, you know, comment the ones I missed down below. But I'll definitely be doing one where it's like, stay away from the freaking movie and read the book. Okay, you don't have to stay away from the movie, but it's one of those things where the movie's good, but the book's actually 10 times better. And you might see some repeat offenders there, because honestly, I'm going to make a list probably. I should have done that, but whatever. You know, we're rolling with this. This was a random video that I've been thinking about filming for a while. But those are the books. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below. Again, if I missed one or if I was wrong about one, you know I love that stuff. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!